Hi guys, welcome to Buildapalooza, your boardpod.com series for discussing all the frenzies, excitement, and wildness of building a business, whatever business, by everyday young people in Nigeria. I'm your host, Kelechi. Today we have an exciting guest, Akoh Isaiah. Akoh is founder of Jukebox. Welcome, Akoh.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming around. I know you have a very, very busy day. But today we are here to discuss the business of media with specific looks or a deep dive into music. How can I, as someone who wants to get into music, what do I need to know about music, the business of music? And that's why you're here. Tell us about Jukebox before we proceed.
Yeah, Jukebox was founded in 2012. It's actually a music discovery platform, or say a music blog. You get, and then we morphed into an artist promotion company. So basically, that's what Jukebox does now. Get arts that need to be heard or we feel should be heard, and then place them properly for the whole society to get on their music.
It's very exciting that a lot of Nigerians are doing a lot of things. There are several fields and sectors that we can... Basically, people are doing great stuff. Music is one area, and music does seem like a very diverse field in itself. You've just talked about artist promotion. You've talked about music discovery. I think that's probably the first time I'm hearing that music discovery. Yeah. So, can you talk more about what you guys have done? Since 2012 till now.
Yeah. So lately, we have been trying to get there's a new wave of artists in Nigeria that is not the sounds we grew up with the whole Badupa music. That's what we call it. There's a lot of content now. This is good music. The lyrics is something you can relate to. See, take for example, on Omale's first single, we handled promotions for the parents company. That's just to get on social media and all of that. It was a different sound. And people were not used to that kind of sound, but we had to place him in a place that almost everybody was like, oh, this guy is good. Okay, I should hear more of him. So that's when I said the whole artist discovery thingy. We know artists are good. We know music. Since the lockdown, music has evolved in Nigeria.
Okay.
Before it used to be, okay, just give me the vibe, give me the sound. I want to dance. But now somebody wants to sit back in the comfort of their room with their earpods or whatever, plugs or whatever, your headset, and then you actually want to be in the music, like you want to feel what this person is saying. Is it relating to me? Is this how I'm feeling today? So you get a lot has changed in the whole Nigerian music industry. So
okay, awesome. It's I must say that there was a point in time when Jukebox was one of the first 100 most visited websites in Nigeria. Yeah. What drove that kind of attention to Jukebox?
Well, I'm not going to lie, it was a lot of work. We had our SEO popping, and as at then, we know from say 2012 to 2017-ish, we didn't really have music streaming platforms in the country.
Okay.
So we had to get good content and content we feel is going to blow. Do you understand what I mean? That word that, okay, this artist can blow. Do you get? So we had to just place them out there. And then people come and we had OAPs coming. We had radio DJs coming. We had people off the streets that make street banger tapes and all of that. Had to come to the website, download from it. Yeah. Do you get? So that's how we became one of the top 100 most visited websites in Nigeria. No. Till the whole streaming thingy came and it became outrightly illegal to post people's music for download. Yeah. So now we had to just put a YouTube link of the same music or the content we are posting, so you can just listen to it right on the website. Okay,
great. So your business really focuses on the artists themselves and then the music.
Yes.
Today we're talking about the business of music.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go into music today, what should I know about doing music in Nigeria, that will help me succeed?
Yeah. Like I said while we started this conversation, a lot has changed. The first thing is you have to be talented. We have gone past the whole try music out style. If you are good, you are good. I don't want to drop names on this, like people that
Please
I know.
drop.
I don't want to
Let's
drop
shake
names.
this table a bit.
I don't want to drop names, but one, you have to be talented. Second, I feel everybody should know that you have to believe in your sound, believe in yourself. And number three, which is the most important thing, you have to have a working team and a team that believes in you also. And let me just break that team down. You have to have an A&R.
Okay, what's
that? That's somebody that actually listens to your music.
Okay, and
plans, criticizes it, plans your futures, tries to get you songwriters that will suit your sound. You have Nigerian artists need to understand you have to have an entertainment lawyer.
Okay. Before we get to that, right? Before we get to that, this does seem like I need to have a team. I need to have that. I need to have that. But I am just one guy from somewhere who feels like he's talented. You know, where do I start from? Before that team,
before the team comes, yes.
You know, where do I start from?
What you have to start from as an artist is just putting your content out there. I do not care if you are posting 2 singles every Friday. Do something. It's a time of social media that artists get discovered off the internet. I discover artists off the internet.
Awesome.
I saw Victoni off the internet. First, nobody knew about him. I was just searching YouTube and then this guy can sing. This lad can actually sing. I've seen people like that. So you have to just place yourself strategically for the big whatever to see you.
Okay, the big shots.
Yes, for the big shots to see you. Say you are making covers of blown songs or most popular songs in your own voice and you are doing it Fridays back to back. Yes, it's tedious, it's taxing, it's tiring. You get discouraged, but do not stop.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, the end goal is you are just waiting for someone to see you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I need artists to understand that you have to build a base. If I want to have somebody signed, or maybe I project somebody to be signed to say Virgin Music or Universal or something, I would rather bring somebody that started off building his own fan base with say 100 people. He knows if he drops something, that steady 100
will interact.
They are going to interact. They are going to listen to it and share it around. If you build your base starting out as an artist, and the only way you can do it is by dropping content. So
content and social media has made it very, very.
It has made it very easy. Yes, to blow. I've had artists that they drop song and then they'll actually stand in front of the road, make content, holding billboards, like holding placards, stream my music, please.
Oh, that's so passionate.
That's the thing. You have to put yourself out there.
Very dogged about
yes, it is your music. Like I say, and we say it in Pidgin, you carry your music, keep for head.
Yeah.
You hawk calm, like saying a bread.
So.
Because nobody's going to have your back the way you have your back.
Yeah. And I think that this is really about business generally. Yeah. Like you need to show your craft.
Show your craft. Showing day and night.
Yes.
Be
when
there.
You feel like it, and when you don't.
When you are down, when you are up, anyhow.
So consistency is
yes,
one
consistency. Key. That's the thing. That's actually the major thing. We have come to a time that you can post you making a song in your living room and you're getting hits of like 10, 20K on YouTube. How do you people think Thames was found?
You know, Thames is a very interesting story.
Yes.
Because, I mean...
she was in school making music and then she recorded it.
I was probably one of her early... maybe not too early, but I really enjoyed...
Thames' first single, Before Try Me, was shared on Jukebox. We had like, I think, 5K downloads then. It was called Mr. Rebel.
I love that song. Thames, big ups to you.
Big ups to Thames. Big ups to Thames. And
I love it.
One thing I like to be the behind the scene guy. Get music put on the platform and just lean back or probably tweet about it. Because my own Twitter, people are like, oh, Akoh, you tweet about music. I called the shots on Buju. I said Buju is going to be like a monster in the industry. if you go to my social media page, you see the timeline is like 2018-ish. Every year I go back to quote it like I told you guys. And what did Buju do? Buju didn't sit down and expect to have a hit single like that. Buju put his music on his head. You see videos, old videos of him by the river, singing, dropping melodies. They post it on social media. That's how he did repeatedly till he got that attention. Like we said, it's consistency. And do not stop. Yes, I know it's tiring and all of that. You just have to be consistent. You have to show him.
So I mean, we've had this consistency, right? But I know that there has to be a form of motivation to consistently, to be consistent about these things. And that's one of the reasons we do this podcast. What should I know, about, we'll come to the challenges, but what is it's probably very obvious if you see Wizkid and Davido and everybody's trying to be those guys.
That's 20 years of work, man. That's 20
yes, but
years.
what can I start to achieve in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, that will make me put in that work? What is that? That's where can people actually be in, say, 5 years of putting in consistent work into music?
Should I give you? I'm still going to go with Omale again. Omale had, Keycard came and they had money to spend. Do you get? But music is still tricky. You could have money, blow your money, and then you won't get results. Do you get? And then people don't have as much budget as other big people have, and then they pick up. So the thing is, you just need to understand that you have to be there when you just have to be consistent, like we said. And then the next thing is, you need to drop good content. You need to understand that everybody in the market is going head to head with you, with the best they can.
And it's a very big market.
It is a freaking big market. Sorry, I can't call. Sorry. It's a freaking big market, yeah. If someone drops a single, his team has already okayed that. Okay, this is like the best thing we have now for this time. So you're coming up with that thing. You are coming head to. It might be in different genres. Yeah, you could be doing Afro, whatever, and I'm doing rap. And probably someone is doing R&B, because we know Nigerians now who like to add Afro to anything, which is not supposed to be like that.
Afro depression is something I heard recently. That's
my favorite. That's the Omale for us. And Afro cultism with Modu. Shout out to Modu. So that's the thing. You need to understand that everybody out there is coming with their A game, with their 100. So you have to come. For you to just be at that same top or try to break into that, say, C-list artist. We know we have A-list artists, we have B-list artists. For you to be like a C-list or a D-list artist 2 years into your career, you have to come with your A game. That's the thing. And I need artists to understand that you can't do everything alone. You are not the one that will create directions for your promotions, for videos. You are not the same one that is going to write the song. You're not the same one that is going to tell your videographer, like, okay, let's do it like this. That's why I made emphasis on you having a team. It could be your friends.
Yeah, just partnerships. When you say team, just form partnerships.
Form partnership. Talk to studio people. Talk to producers. Let people know, okay, this. And we have one thing in Nigeria, yeah? People easily believe in people when they see you showing out. We can't say how many times Portable has had free recording sessions because of his passion. And they're like, oh, this guy keeps going hard. Yeah, something one day is going to happen for him. Portable now they are talking about has a future with Skepta. Out of nowhere, bro.
Nowhere.
But Skepta saw him and like, this guy is passionate about what he does.
So if you believe in yourself.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Yes. You, yeah.
Most people, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to see your dreams. You see your dreams before anybody else. And it's you that is telling the world the dreams you have. Okay. And then they are seeing it from your point of view too. So like I said, partnerships, you being consistent, having people to... Nigerian artists need to know you people have to use songwriters. You can't write... There's what we call creative block. It happens to everybody. You could be writing codes and then you feel, nah, this thing I'm not doing. You have to outsource to somebody. Because you know...
So it's fine to use songwriters.
It is perfect.
Yeah. Let's talk about all of the little nuances and areas of partnership that aspiring musicians need to know. We've talked about partnering with songwriters. What other aspects? Maybe producers.
Yes, you have to.
Maybe we start from the list to the.
Okay, we'll start from the list. Let's start with the producers because that's basic.
Okay.
You have to know the good producer that fits into your sound.
Okay.
You have to making music. I don't know if anybody has been in recording camps. Artists needs to be in recording camps. Like you guys lock yourself for 7 days.
Okay.
That's what we do now. They are songwriters, they are A&Rs, they are producers, they are mixers, studio engineers, sound engineers rather.
Yeah.
So you guys are in a space. You don't do anything. You guys are just there, make music. It helps. That's how the best songs are birthed.
Yeah, but how easy would this be for mostly aspiring
like upcoming artists? Yeah, it happens. You don't need to start from that big old scale because it's hard to start from that big old scale.
Is it possible for a platform like yours to, what you do right now is artist discovery?
Yes, discovery. Try to pitch them to people that will sign them up and all of that.
Do we have maybe little businesses, or can people really just bring smaller people within this industry? For example, smaller songwriters, smaller producers.
There are always smaller songwriters. There are always smaller producers that are better than the A-list.
Yeah, is it something that Jukebox, for example, can look into? A way we can, not just the artists themselves, because if you're trying to feature an artist, that artist would need to do a lot of work to get out their music, So can we also feature songwriters? Can we also feature producers who are upcoming, so that it is easier, like a community of people who can then work together? So I think that this would help.
This is what we can do. By the end of the day, presently, there is a firm that runs something like that. It's called MBA. People that want to learn about music business. Form should be out for this cohort, I think, by next month. Okay. So I think artists can sign up. Okay. Producers, songwriters, videographers. If you want to be in the music business, you want to be the AR, you want to be the entertainment lawyer, whatever. So they're basically building a community, and their projects are they team up with they put a team up, say 7 or 10 people should come out with a song. So every team has to have an input in it for it to happen. And on Jukebox Hand is what I've done severally, is what we have done severally. Oh, this guy is good. We have this producer somewhere. You guys should come together. This is what we will do. This is how we promote the thing. This is how we share the split sheets.
Okay.
You get revenue from the music, from streaming platforms. So and from there you start up, and depending on how hard you work and the universe smiles for you, you're good to go.
Let's talk about the numbers. We'll keep that later.
Numbers.
We'll keep that later.
Numbers has messed up our music.
Let's keep that for later because revenue is something that everyone eyes when getting into any business. And obviously expenses. How much am I going to be spending? Cost and profit. But let's talk about some of the challenges that musicians face and how musicians are navigating it.
Music costs a lot of money, bro.
Okay.
Let's just be honest, music costs a lot of money.
On average?
There's no average. Depends on who you are working with. Because music costs a lot of money. Okay, say you have come out with good music. You would need to promote it. If you're not talking millions now, you're not getting heard. That's just the honest truth. But some artists could be lucky that the little they spend, people could just jump on it. That's why I say the universe also has to smile on you. Do you get? And then another thing, because we have people that actually have a lot of money in this music industry, has made it seem a little bit hard to be heard if you don't have money.
So there's a huge barrier to entry financially.
Yes, and you cannot compete, bro. You can't compete. The only way you can compete is by just your talent and then you being consistent. And then probably your competitors might actually want to just
partner with you.
Yeah. And now music has gone past, I must sign you to my label.
Yeah.
You can have a distribution deal with probably somebody like Sony or UMG. They do your promotions for you, they distribute yours, and then you people share what comes out from the revenue. And then one thing I have to address on this podcast is numbers has messed up our music. People just want to come up and post, so I had 1 million streams 2 weeks after I released, and then a month or 6 months after that release is just 2,400,000 streams. So it's just the real 400 you have. So new artists or emerging artists need to keep the numbers game aside first. Develop your craft. And artists need to understand it's a learn on the job work.
Yeah.
Say you're doing music for 20 years, you will still learn.
Learning.
It's constant learning. You can't stop learning. The moment you stop learning as an artist, you're done for. You're finished. Like, you're done.
What about the legal side to this things? You were talking about artists having...
yes, every artist needs to have a lawyer. I don't care if it's your friend or somebody that's your cousin or you.
What's the worst that has happened in this industry?
Bro, the industry is terrible.
Okay.
It's terrible. It's terrible, bro.
Okay, the way you're saying it, I hope the
terrible.
audience are not...
No. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just trying to let you know what you're walking into. Yeah. And then you have to have precautionary measures for all this stuff. You need to have a lawyer. There's somebody trying to sign you or trying to just kill your talent because they believe you're a potential competitor with their own label or their own artist. They just want to countersign you and then just keep you under. Imagine you are signing with a label. 7 months. Your timeline is, okay, we signed this week. And then 4 months after we get signed, we're going to do our rollout and then push that one. And then 7 months, you have not done nothing. And then your label is telling you, yes, go and hold some money yourself. Then why did you sign them? I've heard stories of Nigerian artists having hit song and then doesn't have a car to himself. I'm not saying the label should get the car if it's not part of this thing. Yeah. But you know you are legally employed under this label. It's like you're working for them.
Yeah.
So you need to have a lawyer to review whatever contract, be it events, be it distribution, be it whatever. You need a lawyer. Because you could be this close to just popping
your career.
And you just end your career
crazy.
By taking a wrong deal.
Yeah.
But I've had artists that, okay, this top label wants to sign me, this, and they're like, nah, I've done consultations and I've spoken to my lawyer who have reviewed this thing. I'm going to tell them no. A lot has happened. Big labels in this country are trying to sign smaller artists that you feel, you have gotten little number, you have the buzz now. And then they'll tell you no.
Yeah.
I'll work on my craft myself.
Okay, so while it is interesting to note that understanding the legal aspect of music is very, very important, are there regulatory challenges, stumbling blocks that...
Yes, there are obviously there are regulatory whatever. You can't just sample somebody's song and then just release it anyhow. You can't just rip someone's beat and then just go and use it. There's a lot of copyright
issues.
Yeah, now I'm just happy a lot is changing. Now you can't just use anybody's music for your movie. You have to reach out to them.
Pay royalties?
Yes. You guys signed a deal. All these things, we didn't have them before.
Okay. Are these things properly implemented in Nigeria?
They are presently.
Okay.
They are. If you want to try it out, you can.
So where do people go to really figure out? I'm really concerned about that one person who wants to just figure out everything. I want to start today as a musician, as an artist. Obviously, we're going to talk about other aspects of the music industry because doing the music itself is not the only thing. You've talked about promotion. We'll probably come back to promotion. I want to promote musicians. I want to also be a producer. What are the things I am supposed to know? What am I supposed to know? But for musicians now, how possible is it? How easy is it for me to gain entry into this industry and really understand all the things that I need?
First things first, you would have to employ services of a distribution company if you're actually being serious with your music.
Okay.
So like I said, you as an artist, I think and I believe your main thing is just to record. You get record. Even if you have your team as your friends or your well-wishers or people that believe in you, you need to have a distribution company. Those are the people that actually put your music on digital streaming platforms, say Spotify, and they know how they are going to get you the buzz. They know how they get little attention and attraction to your sound. So far, the sound is really good.
How big is the Nigerian music industry?
Nigerian music industry is our number one export. I'm saying this proudly. Nigerian music industry is our number one export.
Okay.
It's so big, so large. I don't know if you notice the Americanization of the Nigerian sound.
Is that a good thing?
Personally, it's starting to become a bad thing because we are no more original. We are chasing more British hits.
Right.
And number one in UK, number one in US. More than actually putting work and putting quality
into the music.
Yes.
Is that, if we're talking about business, then we're talking about numbers. Don't you think that people who chase this things are actually talking about...
They're making numbers, but the thing is, you need to understand that music, you can't be A-list for 10 years. While you're popping, there's always somebody that's popping right after you. Yes, I understand the fact that, you have to make money. Yes, it's your craft and all that. Yes. But you need to understand that anything that starts is going to end at some point. Yeah. And music is so hard that once you have a hit, you need to support the hit continuously till you take your last breath.
If you want it to remain a hit.
Yes. If you want to remain that guy.
Okay.
There was a time Sean Paul had us on chokehold. There was a time Whiskey had us on chokehold. Burna Boy has the whole world now. Literally, because when he steps into your arena, he's going to perform and all of that. Yes. And then another thing is, artists need to understand how to perform live. You see, after lockdown, the quality of music, Nigerian music, African music, has changed.
For the better?
For the better, yeah.
Okay.
We are done with that era that you just come to a show and then you are miming your song. No, people want to feel that music. They want to hear that bass guitar.
Okay. I love bass guitars.
Yes, you have to hear it. I don't want to walk into a show I paid money for and then the artist is just singing and then the DJ. Nah, we're past that level. Yeah. We're past that level.
Okay, so you talked about the music industry being big. It would have been nicer to have numbers, but I'm not sure we be ready for
I don't want us to do numbers, but the Nigerian music industry is very big. We are selling out arenas around the world. Never used to happen. Okay. When Nigerians tell you they are going for tours, basically little clubs in Europe. But now we are doing 15K, 20K. We have our A-list doing Madison Square Garden.
I don't want us to look so much about the top guys, the A-list.
Yeah, we're not looking. It should just sound as motivation, but you need to know it's a lot of work.
What can a D-list do to make money now?
To make money, coming to that, do you know there are actually D-list artists that are grossing like say 7K per month, and you don't know.
This is in USD or 7K what? USD, yeah?
Yes, they pay royalties in dollars.
Okay.
They are grossing like 7K per month.
Okay, and these people, how do they focus their music? Streaming channels.
And one thing, see, if you're an artist, I don't know if you are singing gospel. Yeah, coming to that, Nigerian gospel industry also has gone way bigger. That now it's starting to look like people want to be gospel artists now because they want money. So you get, if you're an artist, I don't care what kind of genre you sing, but you see TikTok, I can't say anything again.
No, you have to say it to finish it up. What happens?
TikTok.
You must be on TikTok.
You have to be on TikTok.
Okay.
You have to be on TikTok. TikTok has blown a whole lot of artists and songs that you might actually know a song or a sound of TikTok and you don't even know the artist. Yeah. Then you have to Shazam the song. So TikTok is what you need to know how to use.
Upen's talking about musicians themselves, right? I love music. I can't sing. What other areas of music can I explore?
A lot.
3.
3, you might be like a producer. If you have good ear for music, you might be a music critic, and then you help people to like put out.
Being a music critic brings money, just critiquing music.
Bro, people are writing reviews and are making money off it.
Where do they write reviews? Where do they write reviews?
There are websites that employ people to come and review music.
Oh.
Because, yeah.
I think there was another one you talked about, writing music.
Yes, obviously, writing music. Writing music makes a lot of money. And then we have come to this stage now that everybody gets their credit.
Okay, that's good.
Even if you check your Apple Music or Spotify, you see performed by, written by, you see names of people. So it's a lot. We have evolved in the last 10 years.
Okay.
We have evolved. Before, I mean, we have had lifelong beef of who wrote African Queen.
I mean, has that been resolved? Has that been resolved?
If it happened in this time, it can't even happen in this time.
Okay.
It can't even happen. And listeners should not chastise somebody because they use a songwriter. It takes nothing off you using a songwriter. How do you think Rihanna and Beyonce are able to churn out those number of albums and hits?
Just give credit to who it is.
Yes. And if you know, okay, you probably don't have the voice, write for people that you feel have the voice.
Okay. I said 3. I think we said 4. Could you add 2 more?
2 more. What can I do? I don't want us to be all about the money almost immediately, but we all have to.
But it's the business of music.
Yes, it's the business of music.
Understanding the business, I'm actually making money in it outside of the passion.
Yeah. If you're an A&R, you're making money too.
Say, what is that A&R again?
Artist is in English, artist and repertoire. That's the word. And basically, what they do is putting songs together. Say, Kels, now you have to be a featured artist on my song. Okay. They are the ones that are like, okay, I don't think you should feature this guy. You
should feature this person.
Feature this other person. The sound blends better with yours. You making that happen. Obviously, you're smiling.
Okay, awesome. Music is huge.
One other thing,
it is big. Okay.
You can start a promotion company if you know you have passion. Yes, if you know you have, or start working with one, get that work experience, and then you come up with something.
Okay.
You can actually be a sole distributor of music for people.
Yeah.
Be it on the streets, be it on digital platforms, be it in clubs, be it on social media, be it wherever. There's a lot.
It does seem like a lot, honestly. We could have talked more about each of these different areas of music, but we mostly focused on musicians because it's probably easier to be a musician. Probably easier, or maybe it is more popular.
It's not more popular.
Probably.
It's hard to be a musician.
It's hard, yeah. Really but I guess that from what we have said so far, our audience understand a bit about the things you need to know, the nuances in music, from the contracts and the legal part of it to understanding the regulatory environment of music, and the passion part is left to the audience, and how to do it. I'm sure there are a bit more things that people need to know and do, in order to ensure that they have like their crafts out there. But we'll probably have this conversation and that.
Before we go, we can just brush through that. You just need to understand the use of social media.
Okay.
Like I said, beginning of this conversation, the whole lockdown shaped a lot of things. People blew off sitting in their room making acoustic covers to songs. Do you get?
Okay.
So you need to understand that social media is your tool, and you have to use it in the best way for your craft.
Yeah.
Do you get? Like we said, consistency. If you wake up every Saturday, or every 2 weeks, that I'm going to drop a 2-minute video, you're going to get attention. It might not come up the first month, second month, but one day, somebody might just randomly post your stuff and
head not, we pick it up.
That guy has tried a lot. I know he could be cocky and annoying most times, but he has actually tried a lot when it comes to discovery of
Let's wrap this up. There's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
But I hope that you have gained a lot. I hope that you understand better what the music industry in Nigeria looks like. It is obviously big, you know that from all the A-list artists, you know, but consistency as a small person now will get you there, you know, and everything that Mr. Akoh has tried to explain to us. Thank you for listening, guys. We hope you really, really learned a lot. Tune in some other time to listen to Buildapalooza. Thank you so much.